Forget ESPN. Come chill with Max and Ben. Don't be a barstool bro. There's a much better place to go. It's a Pretty Sports Show.
And we're back.
Hey!
Episode 5.
Number 5.
Looks like we made it.
I can't believe we made it this far.
Come, Ben.
Look how far we've come.
Oh, is that
That's Chuck.
Chuck
Nasty.
Charlie Blackman.
That's right. Chuck Nasty is what we call
Chuck
him.
Nasty, baby.
That's right.
Ben, are you going to comment on my hat, my 5th hat? No repeats, baby.
I actually was going to ask, what is that hat?
Oh, come on.
I literally don't know. Is it some minor league team of the Yankees?
No. This is a professional team, but from another country.
Denmark, because it's a
no,
D?
No. It's a professional baseball team of another country.
The
You
Denmark.
like this team. You like this team. Professional baseball team of another country.
Canada.
Oh my God! It's the NC Dinos, the reigning.
Oh, the Dinos,
the reigning champions.
The Dinos,
the reigning champions of the KBO.
Look, there's only one Dino in baseball that I know about.
Okay.
But we're not going to talk about him.
No,
because he's problematic these days. Okay.
No. Okay,
we're not going to talk about him.
We're going to talk. Okay, but you know these mascots because we got their mascot is Swole Daddy. You can look him up. He has he's the big Brontosaurus, and he's known as Swole Daddy. And they're the reigning champions of the KBO. And when they won, because they're every KBO, like they don't have like cities, they have companies, so they're the NC Soft Dinos. NC Soft is a video game company. They got to hold up a sword when they won. Like,
that's
fucking
sick.
Like
that's so dope.
They were all wielding a giant sword. And I just want to say I picked them at the beginning of the season. I didn't pick them afterwards. So
of course.
This is actually a hat that I bought.
They were your pandemic team.
Yes.
Well, I mean, we're still in the pandemic, but
before,
beginning
while the
pandemic,
MLB was delayed,
your lockdown
I was invested into the KBO because they started.
Right.
And I actually bought this hat for my girlfriend for her birthday. So it's actually her hat.
And
I borrowed it.
It's yours now.
No, I borrowed it for the podcast because I'm doing no repeats on hats for as long as I can.
Wow, good for you. I need to get that. I need to get the hat thing going because I got this.
Yeah, you gotta get the earbuds.
I gotta do the earbuds.
And I got
a hat collection. I got a big hat collection.
I got this headphone extender so that I could make it work. A headphone extender. So if any listeners out there want to send me a hat so you can help my no repeats going, DM us and I will wear any hat that you send me besides a few teams. No Boston teams, no teams of cheaters. So, no Tom Brady teams. No.
Did you start this podcast?
Offensive teams.
Did you start this podcast just to get free hats from listeners? Was that the goal behind this the whole time?
It was definitely about 95% of it.
Wow. Well, that's a weird way to get free hats. It's a weird way to get free hats.
The rest of it
might work. I don't know.
To get rich.
You're gonna have to give random people your address, though, right?
I'm gonna make a PO box. We're gonna get that situated.
A PO box.
Yep,
and nobody's gonna send anything to that.
They are. I will wear a hat and give you a shout out. So if you would like me to wear a hat of your favorite team, that is
Can I get in on this hat thing? I want to get a hat.
You can't be a copycat.
Fine.
So
all right.
Let me know. But it can't be a Boston team or a team of a cheater. So let me know.
Wow. Okay. And for me, you can just send me cash. Just send me straight cash. And that'll be good for me.
Yeah. Have fun sending Ben straight cash.
I'd appreciate it. Really would. Don't spend $20 on a hat when you could send me $20 straight up.
Ben, what else is going on?
Not much. Not too much. I might be going to a Broncos game on Saturday.
I guess that's preseason.
Preseason.
I would assume.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's a few blocks from my house, so very excited.
Ooh.
Get to walk there.
Hell yeah.
Yep. But yeah.
Who's a quarterback over there right now? Who's throwing the pigskin for the Bronx?
Technically Drew Lock, but there's some questions about that.
Ooh,
look, everyone
drama.
says it's going to be Aaron Rodgers a year from now. That's what everyone is saying.
That who is everyone?
Literally, listen, Max. This is a football town. Every single person
everyone
out here, everyone in
Denver
and
Colorado. I thought you meant like everyone. I was like, I'm not hearing that in
no
outside of
Listen,
Colorado.
Max, you can talk to any single human being out here, and they're gonna say, "Did you know that Aaron Rodgers' girlfriend Shailene Woodley lives in Boulder? Did you know that?" He's coming here. He's coming here. Yeah, she lives in Boulder.
That's why.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think there's a higher probability that he'll be the host of Jeopardy than he becomes the Denver quarterback.
I don't know. He from what I understand, he's looking at the Bay Area and Colorado. So he's looking at the 49ers and he's looking at the Broncos
for next year.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's see. Let's remember this
moment. Because I
think
he's from the Bay Area, so that's one. He said he'd like to go home, and then there was also the rumors about wanting to come to Colorado because of his girlfriend, and also, just because like we have packed our offense with like these really young, talented
his
wide receivers.
Fiance.
Oh, I did not know that.
They're engaged. Come on.
Very exciting. No, but we also have all these super young wide receivers.
He has to move to Boulder.
He has to.
You're right. I'm convinced he's moving. He's going to be on the Broncos.
Boulder's awesome. He'd love it out here.
Yeah, because
the altitude, man. The altitude, man. Those balls, they'll fly. They'll fly further, dude. They'll fly further, bro.
He's just reaching an age.
Coors.
Yeah, he's reaching an age where it's definitely not going to be based upon his best probability of winning a Super Bowl. It's going to be about where Shailene Woodley lives, or if he wants to go home to the Bay Area.
I will say the Broncos do have a reputation for just randomly picking up a all-star quarterback and then going to the Super Bowl after. We did it with Manning. We did it with Jake Plummer. We've done it with quarterbacks before.
No, that's true.
A thing.
But I'm telling you, if he actually leaves the Green Bay Packers, which I just feel like he's not going to do it.
Really? I think he is. He basically
didn't do it this time.
Outright that
he didn't do it this time.
He said he's only signing one more year to do it one more year with them, right?
Yeah,
that's kind of what the
was. Talk is cheap. But we
have Shailene.
Yeah,
we have Shailene.
It's just so funny. It's like, dude, guys, she lives in Boulder. He's gonna come here for Shailene.
There's this one bartender at a brewery that I was talking to recently, and he was like so mad when Aaron Rodgers re-signed with the Packers because he goes, when I was in Vegas over the offseason, and I was sure that the Broncos were going to sign him, I put a $2,000 bet on the Broncos to win the Super Bowl.
What?
I was like, dude, that was a mistake.
That's like
that was a mistake.
That's like
he was like, do you know how rich I would have been? The odds. I was like, yeah, the odds are placed that way for a reason.
That's like when people said that Garrett Cole was going to go to the Angels because his like family was there.
Yeah.
I'm like, he's going to go to the place with the most money. It's who puts out the most money, as
That's
Mr.
right.
Wonderful on Shark Tank would say. Okay? With the most money. And if it wasn't the most money,
the most rings too,
it would be the better team. He's not gonna go to the fucking Angels. Are you kidding me? Come on, guys.
Yeah,
you're gonna go to the Angels. He's not an idiot. Come on.
Yep.
Come on, guys. Well, I mean, actually, people do go to the Angels for some reason. I'm not sure why, but
it's confusing. They have arguably the two best players in baseball, and they're still horrible.
Well, yeah, maybe I'm wrong because like Mike Trout stayed there for some reason. I get why Ohtani did because he wanted to be closer to Japan. That's why he did it.
That's
why he did it.
My guess was for quicker flights, but my guess is Disneyland. That's the reason.
That's why Disney. That's why Mike Trout did it.
That's why all of them do it, because it's like 5 minutes from Disneyland. So
that's true.
You get to go ride the rides and then you come play baseball. It's like a kid's dream come true.
No, but I was serious about the Ohtani thing. He did not want to go to East Coast teams.
Is that really for real?
Yes.
I did not know that.
No, that is true. The Yankees.
I guess that makes sense,
dude. The Yankees pursued him so hard, and he said he only wanted to go to West Coast teams.
Interesting.
Dude, the Yankees would have given him so much money.
They would have given him $1 billion.
Dude, they would have, and that's why he ended up on the fucking Angels. Like, there's dude, the Yankees would have given him anything he wanted. Like,
it's okay because we have the big and tall section in the Bronx.
It's just so fun. I wonder if Ohtani's like, maybe I should have just gone to now I'm on the fucking Angels.
Yeah, maybe.
Right.
Yeah.
Should we get into the show?
Let's do the show.
Let's do the show. All right. For you guys watching on the vid, it's slideshow time. For you guys on audio, it doesn't make a difference. You're not missing anything. We just show the headlines that we're talking about. But it's cool. There's graphics. You can watch sometimes.
You're missing a really cool clip art background.
Also, subscribers really help. So just go to prettylittle sportshow.com. It takes you directly to our YouTube page. Click the subscribe button and then click out of it, but just help us out. Vice versa. Go to our little subscriber page on our podcast, click follow or subscribe, give us 5 stars, give us only positive reviews.
I'm going to take it a step further, Max. When you go to bed at night, leave it on loop on YouTube. That way it racks up our view counts. Everybody do that. Leave it on loop.
My wonderful girlfriend does that.
Are you serious? That's awesome.
Not only does she listen to it because she loves me, while we're watching TV, she leaves it in a tab in the back. Or, should I not say that because that's view manipulation? She doesn't do that. This is all fictional. It's not true.
That is above and beyond.
That, but theoretically,
thank you, Max's girlfriend.
Theoretically, if she did that and it was okay to do, she would be a saint, and you should do it too. If it was okay to do that. I don't know the rules.
Everybody treat Max as though he's your boyfriend. Okay? Yeah. And we won't have a problem.
And if that was really okay to do that, I don't know. Whatever.
Wink, wink.
Let's get into the slideshow.
This has gone so off the rails already, but I love it.
Oh, man. We're only going to go farther off the fucking rails, and you know it. Okay. What's coming up? Oh, CC Sabathia's Instagram, legendary. Speaking of the Yanks.
Wow. This is a bold stance from him.
Here's what he says. I root for the Crates every time.
Hell yeah.
Every time.
I'm with him.
Ben, what's he talking about?
Okay, so Max, there's this thing called the Crate Challenge now.
The what?
Yeah. Have you ever heard of milk crates? Because, where do you even get those things? I don't know where you get them.
Should we explain to the listeners what this guy's talking about who don't know?
So basically, idiots stack up these milk crates in a pyramid shape, and you essentially have to walk up and down them without getting your neck broken. And if you can do that, you win. And you don't win a prize. You just, I guess, people just say, "Oh, cool," as they're very quickly swiping through Twitter and TikTok.
Yeah, but this is very popular, and people are stacking these crates in this pyramid shape.
It's more popular than the Tide Pod Challenge.
Yes, and most of the people that I see doing this are very large men, either muscular or they are large sized.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Which probably not the best idea.
Does not work. I would say they are. Can you still say overweight? What is the correct terminology? Can you say overweight?
Obese? Whatever,
no. You have to say something plus sized. I think.
Okay then. Yeah. King size. The Snickers.
We're gonna get canceled if you say overweight. Plus sized.
I can say it because I am overweight.
King size, king size.
I can call them fatsos if I want to.
King size. These king sized men. They get to the top and they fall, and they're gonna get very hurt. But the best is that for some reason, when they get to the top of the crates, they decide to to stand up for some reason. They should stay kneeling down. They decide to to completely stand up, and that's when they fall, when they're at the tippy top.
And the second they start to straighten those legs, they shake. They shake a lot, and then down, all the crates go underneath.
Down they fall. And so I'm with Cece. I root for the crates every time too.
I agree. It always amazes me how when people fall too, they never fall away from the crates. They just dive deep right into them and break a few ribs.
I am happy that usually when I watch the videos, the people get up. I haven't seen a video where they don't get up yet.
Yeah, that's a concern.
Yeah, I think usually those videos people don't retweet. I haven't seen a video.
Here's the thing: you don't want to have to go to the hospital for this crate thing because there's no beds available right now. So
yeah, it's really fucked up.
Don't even try. Don't even try.
Whoa, Ben, did you hear that?
What?
Oh my God!
Oh my
Ben,
God! What?
I think we have some breaking news. Actually,
oh my goodness!
Oh my God, Ben, we have some breaking news. I'm actually getting in my earpiece right now. That actually,
you mean your headphones?
No, I'm in my earpiece because we do break news here. That TikTok has banned the milk crate challenge.
What?
This is true.
Oh my God!
This is true. Today, TikTok, and
this was seconds ago, I assume.
Friday. They
did it seconds ago because it was breaking news.
Seconds ago, breaking news in my earpiece.
Wow.
Friday,
and you heard it here first, folks.
August 27th that we are recording this, Ben. I'm breaking news to you. This is not.
How do we feel about this, Max?
I just want to let the listeners know this is not. We did not rehearse this.
Listen, Max. Censorship, man, and our freedoms. Dude.
I know
our fucking freedoms, man, and they're censoring us, bro. They're censoring us from doing the crate challenge, bro.
We have the right to do this, dude. All right, okay. What if they're not milk crates, but Coca-Cola crates?
Oh, that's right. Crates can be used for different beverages. So
yeah, what if they're vinyl crates, wooden vinyl crates?
Oh, that could actually be more safe.
What if we do human periods and we're climbing people instead, like cheerleading? What, we can't do cheerleading on TikTok anymore? Yeah. We're gonna ban cheerleading, competitive cheerleading. What's next?
Huh? Our freedoms, they're being stripped away one by one
next?
By TikTok. And you know what? China and TikTok and no more. I'm sorry, but they need to be done. I'm sorry.
What are you saying?
Remember when Trump tried to cancel TikTok?
Oh, you're doing a Trump impression.
Yeah. Max, in case you didn't realize, I'm horrible at impressions.
No,
the only way that I can get away with it is doing it subtly. Because if I hear it now,
I was just unsure. Trump is hard. It's hard. I do hear it now. That actually wasn't that bad. You just caught me.
Everyone's got a Trump impression. Some are good and some are like mine.
Yeah,
that's how it is.
No, I was like, Ben, what's going on?
I thought the China thing would tip you off, but I should have gone harder on the China.
I'm dense today. Yeah. So just it's over. I'm sorry, Cece. The crates won, I guess.
Yeah.
So let's go crates.
Let's go crates.
But isn't that fun? We have breaking news now on
that's so exciting. And what's great is that we're going to get so many more followers now because it came from this source.
You didn't see that first. Guys,
we beat ESPN. We beat the New York Times. We beat CNN. We beat them all, baby.
And we're dropping this tonight. So this is fucking, people are going to fucking listen tonight. They're going to see on YouTube. It's going to be fucking crazy.
Yeah.
All right. Let's fucking move on from this shit. Fucking crazy, man. All right.
Done with these crates.
Done with fucking crates. Crates fucking won. Let's go. Oh, I like how CC also put at the bottom, his caption was FYI. So for your information. He didn't just put.
Hey, keep it simple, stupid, right?
Yeah.
We don't need to.
Come on, cuz. All right. Oh
boy.
This is from. There was a study released. This is big. Eating one hot dog takes 35 minutes off life, studies suggest. And this made news because everybody instantly thought of America's hero, Joey Chestnut.
Yeah.
You know, the best.
R.I.P.
He's still alive. This hot dog eating champion
he can't have much
world.
more time. He can't have much more time.
Ben, is it bad?
He's gotta be on his deathbed right now.
Is it bad that reading the headline of this story and looking at Joey Chestnut shove these hot dogs into his mouth made me hungry. How bad is that?
No, it makes sense. Those look delicious. They look delicious.
To shove some hot dogs in my mouth right now.
Yeah. Yeah. And you know what's sad is that all these big hot dog eaters, 35 minutes taken off their life for one hot dog, that's 35 minutes they're going to miss eating more hot dogs, That's just, it's too bad.
So the foods, it's very confusing. So, sugary drinks, hot dogs, burgers, and breakfast sandwiches were linked with most minutes of healthy life lost. Whereas fruits, non-starchy mixed vegetables, ready-to-eat cereals, and cooked grains were associated with the largest gains. So, if I just constantly eat cereal all
Lucky
day,
Charms every day.
Yeah, ready all day, every day, I can live forever, theoretically.
That makes sense.
Based on the study. Yeah.
Well, and it is Lucky Charms too, so it'll bring you good luck if you eat them every day.
Yeah. So here we go. They found that consuming one 85-gram serving of chicken wings translated to 3.3 minutes of life lost.
Wow.
Okay, so you do that, but foods like salted peanuts, baked salmon, and rice with beans were associated with gains between 10 and 15 minutes. So, dude, this is
a problem for me because I eat 4 hot dogs a meal and I drink 2 Four Locos with it.
Okay, so, dude. So
I might be knocking on death's door pretty soon.
Okay, so just do that and then just eat a bunch of salmon afterwards. What's the problem?
That's true because you can cancel it out.
Yeah, I
cancel it out. So if you drink a Four Loko, you drink a water with it, cancels it out. If you eat a hot dog, you eat a salad with it, cancel it out.
And then, these people literally discovered the fountain of youth, and everybody is worried about how long Joey Chestnut's going to live. I don't see what the problem is here. I'm a little confused.
I always just assumed he'd live forever. He's just the king.
He is. He's fine. But in case you were, I was going to do the math on this myself to see how much danger he was in, but luckily somebody else did.
Oh, lucky for us.
So went to the Washington Post. Of course, these guys, they do deep investigations. So I went into it. Joey Chestnut has eaten 19,200 hot dogs.
That's amazing.
A new study says he has lost 1.3 years of his life.
That's all right.
But I don't think that's that bad.
1.3, that's not bad.
Dude, who wants to live that long anyway?
It's like you're telling me that if I ate no hot dogs, I'd get to live an extra year. No, thank you.
The hot dogs are fucking delicious,
Hot dogs rule.
Dude, and this...
What am I going to eat at a baseball game?
Dude, also... That guy makes so much his fucking career is he gets to eat hot dogs. He makes a lot of money. Yeah. He got to go on The Amazing Race. He gets to do interviews. When you see interviews with him, he's really passionate about it. I think he would say it's worth it. He's he's the best. Of course. He's the best. He's the best in the world at something. I think getting to be the best in the world at something is worth 1.3 years of life. Book it.
Daddy's got to have his little treat. Daddy's got to have his little treat at the end of the night.
Wow. I was going to say nobody can say it better than I did, but you just said it. Daddy's got to have his little treat. Ben, wow. That was a good one, my man. Holy shit. We got to have Joey on here. We
actually should. We should.
I'm a really big Joey Chestnut fan. I think the guy is amazing.
Have you ever gone down to Coney Island?
No, because I'm always doing shit, but I've always wanted to. I watched the live stream, the latest one. It's fucking hilarious. They hand out the little things that people like the little inflatable things that people hit together, and one is red and one is yellow.
For ketchup and mustard.
They interview all the food people, and they're like, yeah, we've been training together all year. But I love they're really serious about what they do. I love it. It's they're fucking real. They're athletes, I guess. I don't know, man. It's crazy. I love it.
It's an art form. They're dipping the bread in the water, and they're shoving 3 dogs down their throat at the same time. But please don't gift that, by the way.
Like no one, but the best part is that no one comes close to Joey. No one. Like they don't even touch it. No, but like it's not like
he's the Babe Ruth of the Michael Jordan of hot dog eating. That's what he is.
Yeah, but like even better.
Yeah.
It's nuts. It's nuts. All right.
Do we have any more food related stories going on?
No, we got some more fun stuff though coming up here. Oh,
amazing.
Ben,
Philly bold and bossy escapes racetrack, runs onto Kentucky highway. Good for him. Good for him. I like to picture that there was like a kid that let open the gate, and then he like raised up his hands like this, and he jumped over him Free Willy style.
Oh, so you're thinking it was a Free Philly situation?
It was a Free Philly situation.
But boom. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, we got a soundboard now.
Oh boy. Wow.
What is a Philly? Do you know? Are you a big horse
Bryce
guy?
Harper is a Philly. Didi Gregorius is
Don't make me use that soundboard again. Don't make me do it. So anyway,
I don't know what a Philly is. I really don't. But I've heard the term before.
I haven't, but it's a pony.
Okay, well, mystery solved.
Yeah, I mean it's a horse, but I like to call all horses ponies out of fun. So a 2-year-old filly got loose before a race at the track. And the filly's name, Bold and Bossy, which is a great name. I think people often describe me as bold and bossy, so I feel a great kinship between the pony and myself.
That's right.
Yeah, she just fucking escaped. They say they've never really seen anything like this. She was unharmed.
Good.
Somebody said, I've been here all my life and I've never seen one do a run like this. Not that far and not that much of highway.
Interesting.
She had blinders on, so she didn't really know where to go.
She just knew to run.
She didn't know where. She just
knew to run.
Just trying to get away. She doesn't want to run those races for you anymore. Okay, Free Philly.
Good for her.
Good for her.
That's what I say. You go, girl.
You go, girl.
Get out of there.
Yeah. She's trying to go find Bruce Springsteen's daughter.
I want the gold.
Yeah, she's like, I want to help you find the gold. We gotta do this.
So it's a long way to Jersey. It's a long way.
It's a long way. Oh, we have a segment, Ben. We're doing a segment.
What?
Baby's first segment. Fun surprise. Here we go.
Baby's first segment.
A segment, Ben. We've never done a segment before.
We need a song. We need like a song for this segment at some point. We got to get a little jingle
Who's having the worst week in baseball? Who's having the worst week in baseball?
That's pretty.
You like that? That's pretty good.
Fine. That's fine.
Do you want to sing the
God
segment,
no.
Ben?
God no.
So
don't try and trap me, Max.
So do you wanna maybe take back what? Do you wanna maybe be a little? Do you wanna maybe give me a compliment instead of saying it's fine?
Not really. Then I'm all about honesty.
Then maybe
I'm all about honesty.
Maybe you should sing. You should sing.
No. I think I'm okay.
Then
I'm okay.
Then
I think I'm not gonna sing.
You should say something nice.
What's this week in baseball? Who's having the worst week?
That wasn't nice. You sound like a jerk. Let the audience decide. Tweet if Ben was a jerk or not.
Wow, I don't think anyone's gonna care.
Okay, let's see who is having the worst week in baseball. We have 6 options. The first option is White. All right, Ben, we're going to decide who's having the worst week, okay? That's how this works.
All right.
White Sox's Lance Lynn ejected after tossing a belt at umpire during foreign substance check.
Wow. Why stop at tossing? Why not, give a little whip?
So basically what happened was Lance Lynn, he was coming off the field. He came off the field. He went into the dugout, and then the umpires were like, whoa, we got to do the foreign substance check. And Lancelin was a little upset, so he threw his belt at the umpire, like onto the railing. And then they were like, yo, you can't throw your clothes at us. And they ejected him.
Yo, you can't throw your clothes at us, bro.
Bro, throw your clothes at us, bro. I think that's what the quote in the article says.
Wow. Yeah. We don't do laundry here. We do substance checks. That's what we do.
And so,
this was very like, this was all fun and stuff in the first week when they were doing the substance checks. And now it's just like, dude, just come on. Everybody's doing it. Just fucking do it.
Yeah. It's like, dude, you're going after like, you're like a Cy Young candidate. Like, don't like fuck that up. Maybe he did it intentionally because he was afraid that he would give up. Maybe he felt that like his arm was going out, and so he was afraid that he would mess up his ERA, so he threw the belt so he would get ejected.
The subheader of this article says he flipped his belt at the umpire from the dugout, earning him an early shower. So maybe that was Daddy's little treat, was get to go get my shower a little early. Don't have to wait till the end of the game. Maybe that's why he did it.
Are you hungry? Do you want a treat? What's up with this daddy's little treat thing?
Just calling back, man. Just doing callbacks. It's just comedy.
Who's having the worst week in baseball? Let's see. Bo Bichette.
Oh, I saw this.
Bo Bichette got stung by a bee mid-inning. That's rough.
Man, it would have been awesome if his dad, like Dante Bichette, was in the audience. He came out with like the Neosporin and everything.
No, he came out with like Bo's allergic.
Buddy, it's okay.
No, Bo's allergic. They're like, who is an EpiPen? His dad's like, I got one. And his wife is there. He's like, get it out of the purse. And he runs onto the field, like, stabs it in. And Bo's like, all right, I'm fine. I got the adrenaline. I'm ready to finish the inning.
Oh, man.
Where's the worst place? Oh, have you ever been stung by a bee?
When I was a kid. I did.
Oh, it's been that long.
It's been that long.
Damn, you're
my
a lucky
wife just
boy.
got stung by a bee this week twice.
Yeah,
Oh,
she's an unlucky lady.
It was one angry bee. Let me tell you, one angry bee.
So I was gonna ask, what's the worst place you've been stung by a bee? So I could tell you the worst place I've been stung by a bee. Anyway, so the worst place I've been stung by a bee was I was stung by a bee in the fucking New York City subway. In the subway.
When you said what's the worst place you've been stung by a bee, I thought you were talking about like where on the body.
No, location.
I was like, where's this going, Max? Where's this going?
It was in the subway and on my dick. No, I'm just kidding. It was
No, but like the subway
think about it.
suck because you have to play it cool too. You can't be like,
no, I did not play it cool. I was like,
you didn't. You had a public freak out.
I was like, what the fuck? Because I also wanted people to know that there was a bee on the fucking subway.
They gotta know. Have you seen those videos, those subway videos where there's like rats and shit that are like climbing up sleeping people on the subway? Like people, and everybody is just so. Nobody says anything because everybody's trying to play it cool. And like, I'm just like, I would be screaming if something like that happened.
Yeah.
People just play it so cool on the subway. I don't know why.
Yeah. I can play it cool, but when getting stung by a bee like hurts, I mean, I didn't play it. It wasn't like, I was just like, what the I mean, it wasn't like super crazy about it, but it's just, being on the subway always sucks, and then getting stung by it was just like, what the I'm commuting. I was just like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
So Bo, I feel you, bro. It's not a great week to have. Bo Bichette. Here we go. Ready for the next one?
Yep. Let's do it.
Oh
yeah.
So John Boy of John Boy Media, he's this guy. He's like from New Jersey. He's a Yankee fan. He has a podcast, and if you ask me, it's a little played out. He participated in the sausage race in the Brewers thing. It's when people dress up as sausages and they race around the park. And he fell flat on his face during the sausage race.
Didn't he like injure himself too? Like he said he had some injury after that.
Well, Ben, I actually have an update if you want to hear it.
Yeah, let's hear it.
Tonight, I could not walk and I was in pain, just kind of laying down in a bed, excruciating pain. So we're getting better. The hamstring's getting better. It's still pretty bad. Too much information. The worst thing is sitting on a toilet seat. It hurts a lot.
Yeah.
Wow.
He's having a pretty bad week. He's having trouble sitting on the toilet.
That might be worse than a bee sting.
Yep,
Might
and
be
a
worse
little
than a
too
bee
much
sting.
information. But
And
there you
also,
go, Ben.
on top of that, to suffer the humiliation of
Yeah.
losing the sausage race. God,
He said
that's
that
an embarrassment.
that Christian Yelich was laughing right in his face as well.
Good.
Yeah. I mean, and what's his face is still a Cy Young candidate. I don't think John Boy is.
Right? No.
No.
Nope.
So there
But
you
I
go.
think just being in that sausage costume, it shaved 35 minutes off of his life.
Well,
sure.
yeah. Oh, if you think, I mean, based on, if all he needs to do is eat a bunch of salmon, beans, and cereal,
then he'll be good,
dude. You can live forever. I know. After this, I'm just gonna eat a bunch of fucking Lucky Charms. I'm gonna fucking live forever.
Hell yeah,
Discover
dude.
the fountain of youth, and no one is paying attention to it.
Nobody's listening.
That's what's wrong with this country.
Oh yeah, here we go.
A Braves fan forgets how legs work at the possible time was the title of this
At worst
this
possible
article.
time. Yeah.
Oh, yes. Do you want to say what happened, Ben?
Yeah, okay. So first of all, like I love watching freeze race videos at the Braves Stadium. I think it's like one of the best things that they do at Braves Stadium. One of the only good things you could say, considering they do a lot of horrible things there. But having said that, like there are so many videos on YouTube of guys thinking that they're like gonna beat the freeze. That's his name, right? The freeze.
Yeah, it's called Beat the Freeze.
Beat the freeze. So there's so many guys that are like so cocky and they're like waving their arms and laughing as they think they're about to come through, and the freeze, of course, just like blast past them every single time, and it's always hilarious. But every now and then some joker falls right as he's about to win, and that's what happens in this one.
Do you want to explain what Beat the Freeze is for the listeners who don't know what you're talking about?
Okay, so there's one fan gets plucked from the audience and they have to run all the way across the warning track from one end to the other. But they get like, I want to say, is it like a 5-second start or something like that?
Yeah,
maybe even longer. It feels like longer
5 to
because
10 seconds.
They usually
get a huge head start.
They get a huge head start. They usually get to about center field before the freeze is able to start his run.
They're racing a guy who's probably who's a former professional sprinter.
Yeah, he's really fast in
a suit that's like teal colored. So he's called the Freeze or something.
Yep, he's wearing like goggles and all this. Yeah, it's fun.
And he always beats them like 99% of the time.
Yeah. Do we have a video of this? Do we have a GIF?
Well, we don't have a video, Ben, but
just the audio.
Yes, but I'll explain what happened. So basically, this guy thought he was going to beat the Freeze, and as he approached the finish line, he put his hands up, and right as the Freeze was approaching, he tripped and fell flat on his face, and this shit went viral, and it's really hilarious, but I do have some commentators talking about it. So I have this, and it's pretty great stuff.
Look at this guy go. This guy is beautiful. Look at the guy. He thought he was going to win. Exactly. Oh, that's where he belongs, right in the dirt.
That's where he belongs, right in the dirt.
I like how in the beginning he says, "This guy is beautiful.
He's amazing. Fuck this guy, he belongs in the dirt."
He goes from, I like it describing this guy's beautiful. This guy is fucking beautiful. He really goes to the full spectrum. This guy's fucking beautiful. I want to marry this man. Oh no, I hate this fucking guy. You should go in the dirt. I want to divorce this guy.
It's the highs and lows of racing the Freeze.
That's what it is. So he really completely face plants. He's completely.
That's what the Freeze is all about.
He's kissing the ground. That's what the Freeze is all about.
Because you have that initial high and then it immediately goes low once you see the Freeze passing you to the finish line. That's the spirit of the Freeze.
It's very similar to the Milk Crate Challenge.
I was just going to say, we're having a lot of stories about people falling on their faces today.
What's next? Is fucking TikTok gonna ban Beat the Freeze?
Races?
I mean, what's next? We gotta protest, man. I'm going to TikTok headquarters.
Our freedoms for racing the freeze, they're being taken away every day by the
I was just thinking, like, where is TikTok headquarters? I think it's actually in China. We have to go to fucking China. Ben and I are going to be podcasting from China next week,
man, folks. The government and our
freedoms, rules, society, laws,
the Constitution, man. It's all in the Constitution, bro. That we can do freeze races,
amendments. All right, who else is having weeks?
Man, there's so many people having a bad week.
Oh,
the Padres, of course.
Well, the Padres themselves are having a bad week because they're.
That's what I thought this was just the Padres. The Padres are having a bad week.
They are entirely, but specifically the Padres have blamed it on someone.
Yeah.
The Padres dismissed pitching coach Larry Rothschild.
Mm-hmm.
They're gonna blame. They found a scapegoat.
Well, look. From the little bit that I've heard about this story online, it sounds like he does kind of have a reputation on all the teams he goes to for pitchers getting injured a lot. So maybe he's teaching them something that is causing injuries. I don't know
about all the teams he's gone to because he was on the Yankees for a really long time. So he just
Yankees,
went from
the known injured team that gets injured quite frequently every year that has people like Luis Severino. Yeah, okay. Just checking.
No. I'm just saying because you said all the teams he goes to, and I just want to be like clear. It's just like 2 teams. So I just want to say it's not like it's like an epidemic,
right? But it's starting to become
2 teams. So were the Padres have a bunch of Padres pitchers besides Yu Darvish been getting injured?
Denelson Lamet also kept getting injured several times this year. I think there were some relievers that got injured. Kirby Yates last year got injured pretty bad, and then they traded him to Toronto. So yeah, there's been some problems. Yeah.
And they've also just been, not doing well. I mean, I think that Larry, he does get a bad rep in general. I think that he does have some good qualities, but
sure, yeah.
The fact of the matter,
he wouldn't be in that position if he wasn't.
Yeah, the fact of the matter is he's very old school, and I think it's his time to go.
To move on
from being a head pitching coach.
Yeah.
Like the Yankees replaced him with Matt Blake, who is much younger and comes from Driveline, and Driveline is where all of modern pitching strategy comes from, and they know what they're doing, and they use all of the cameras and high-speed pitching stuff, and it's where everything comes from. It's where all pitching evolution comes from, and Larry doesn't have the tools or expert, it's just not
interesting.
He's old school. You need to, if you're not working with Driveline, which is where everything is coming out of, you're going to be left in the dust. And I just think Larry is, if you're going to hire a new pitching coach, you have to have someone that's in connection with Driveline. I think
they should also blame Larry for Adam Frazier being so bad. Will Myers, Eric Hosmer. Put it all on Larry.
No, I mean, I do think it's like a bit scapegoaty.
It is a little bit. Yeah,
I do think
they felt like they had to make a move because they put so much money on the field. And it's not showing at all.
Yeah, I mean, it's just not totally Larry's fault, but, is he having a bad week in baseball? Yes, he is. But, hey, he's been a coach before. He's been managed. He's had a good career in baseball, and he's an older guy. So, hey.
Look, the Padres, we should just start calling them the Mets of the NL West. That's what we should call them. So much money on the field and so little performance.
It's true.
Yeah.
It's true. All right.
But you're not so quick to give them that harmful label.
No,
because nobody wants to be compared to the Mets.
It's just the Padres have been good at one point. The Mets have never been good at one point in recent years. Weren't the Padres good last year?
Yeah, ish. They were good. They'll probably be much better when Mike Clevinger
I have faith
comes back
that the Padres can maybe find themselves again this year. Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe
It sucks for
I
them
don't
that they're
know.
in this. Look, if they were in a different division, it'd be a different story. But they're in the division with the Giants and the Dodgers, who
They're
are
like
just both amazing teams.
Maybe they can make the Wild.
Maybe
I don't know.
the Reds are the one that are going to push them out. Probably, I think.
I don't know. Larry, it does suck to get released in August. It's like, what?
Yeah.
No, I gotta say, this is like real scapegoaty. Like, what the fuck do you think is gonna happen? Like, I don't know. It's like real kind of like it's not even the middle of the season. Like, what the fuck do you think is gonna happen? Like, what is this gonna fix?
Mm-hmm.
Did he do anything? I don't know. It's a little silly. Whatever. Let's see what happens.
Yeah.
Oh, this is the last one. Did you see this?
Okay. No, I haven't seen this.
Oh my god! But you can just see the picture.
I can see why you put it on here. I really want to see the video. We don't have the video.
You can look it up. Brutal swing and miss goes viral. I don't include the video because we have audio listeners. And also like it's hard to show videos on a slideshow. So Javier Baez brutal swing and miss goes viral. So it went very viral on Twitter. Is that how you say his name? Is it Baez? Is it Baez? I feel very bad about this. He's a player on the Mets. I'm not sure how to pronounce his last name.
I'm watching it right now.
You can look it up. It's Javier Baez. Is that Baez, Ben? It's Baez.
Yeah, Javi Baez. Yep.
Baez. Okay, just checking.
No, I just watched it. It's a 13-second clip on YouTube. Wow. Yeah, he really swings through that one. My goodness.
This guy, listeners and watchers who are looking at this picture, right? You can actually really see how far away the ball is. He swings at a ball that is about 30 feet off of the plate in front of him.
And he's swinging like it's above the strike zone too. And this ball is clearly like really low and away.
This is the worst swing I've ever seen. Think about it.
Don't hold back, Max. It's the Mets.
Have you seen a worse swing?
I'm sure you could find them if you really wanted to.
No, but
it's pretty bad.
Seen a worse in your memory? Terrible. Can you think of a worse swing right now?
I can't.
Yeah.
But you know what? Baez wasn't swinging like that before he got traded to the Mets. That's all I'm going to say.
Dude, they're cursed. Like the Mets, it's like the Jets. Jets got a Jet, Mets got a Met. They're so Metty, dude. They're so positive, dude. Pete Alonso is still like, just smile, just believe. Horseshoes and rainbows, everybody.
Yep.
Just eat salmon, guys. We're going to live forever. It's me, Pete Alonso.
It's funny that like Rizzo's doing so good on the Yankees, and then you have Bryant is doing so good on the Giants, and then you go check in on Javi Baez, and it's like, oh no.
Yeah, like Lindor is sucking.
Lindor's so bad,
fucking
man.
Absolute shit.
Oh my god!
And they're all like
weird. It's
don't
weird.
worry, fans.
Been terrible too.
I don't know, man.
There's something going on there. Something going on in Queens. I don't know what it is.
Something in the water.
Yeah.
Dude,
was that our last bad week?
Well, hold on. I just gotta. Yes. Hold on. So we have the final slide where you list them. We have close throw-in Lance Lynn.
Oh, this is awesome.
Bo Bichette, cooked sausage John Boy, freeze beaten face planter, poor Larry, or within Javier.
Oh, you know
what?
So
we get to decide.
I already know my choice. It's within Javier.
I think it's within Javier
because that's just like, look, John Boy. At the end of the day, like John Boy, it's embarrassing and everything, but that gives him views. That gives him more subscribers. That's good content for him. Boba Fett, that little Neosporin,
little bee sting. If he didn't get allergic, didn't need to close throw-in Lance Lynn.
Lynn's on a playoff
team.
His
ERA is lower because of it. Playoff team, easy division.
Poor Larry. Look, he'll land on his feet somewhere.
The face planter. We don't know his identity. Nobody knows his identity. He's going to be okay.
He's going to be fine. And he lost to the freeze. That's cool enough as it is to lose.
Poor
to the
Larry. He's at the end of his career. Like
he'll be okay. He'll be okay. He's respected.
He's rich.
Yep.
He's fine.
It's Whiffin' Javier. Whiffin' Javier takes the crown.
Basically just Whiffin' Javier because he's on the Mets.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Like, could we just also add the Mets in general? Because they're having a bad year.
But also, like, that shit went so viral. Like, I know you missed it, too, but that shit was all
that's
over
embarrassing.
Twitter.
That's embarrassing.
And also, like, just remember, like, not only was it on Twitter, like, also, like, he has to deal with the New York sports media, like,
It's crazy because he's such a good player.
I know,
he's such a good player.
Think about how popular like sports radio actually is in New York. I think I tuned in that day because New York sports radio is actually fun to listen to because some of the commentators, some of them are fucking terrible, but some of them are good. And some of the callers are just like insane people, so they're funny. And so like they were talking about him to just so you get so much media attention when something like that happens. Terrible week for Javier Baez, man.
I look, I feel for him. I feel for Lindor. I feel for some of these guys who were like all-stars previously, and then they come to the Mets and all of a sudden they just lose it. They just have lost it.
But like
it's like that moment in Space Jam where you know Charles Barkley gets like the talent taken away from him. It's like they all touched the ball or something.
But just cut the positivity bullshit. Okay? Don't do like I mean like they're not on the Yankees. Like if they did that, they would be crucified, but don't do that. It's not a good look. People don't like it, especially in New York. It's not just
angry and get winning.
Or just be quiet. The positivity, people are gonna be mad at you. You know, it's not a good look, especially in New York. Stop it. It's bad.
There you go.
So I don't think it's a good look in any. Actually, I don't think it's a good look in any state, but particularly New York. Right. No.
So I'm just going to underline your point here. Max hates positivity.
I really, it's true, but I do think it's a bad look.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. Ben, read this one. I gotta set something up. Actually, you handle this one while I set
Put it up.
Put it up. Oh, it's not up. My bad. Here we go.
Notre Dame defends leprechaun mascot after survey calls it fourth most offensive in college football. In the team's response, Notre Dame noted that the NFL Washington football team had recently renamed itself after facing backlash for an offensive moniker. And this photo that's here is a leprechaun holding up his fists ready to fight because they're the Fighting Irish. Max, what's your take on this?
Okay, so dude, this shit is so fucking funny, man. Okay, so there was this big survey that went out about having all of these
offensive mascots.
Yeah, that this company did.
Was a Rockies mascot on that list?
No, the Rockies mascot.
I'm not gonna say it. I'm not gonna say it.
Can't say
I can't say his name, but I'm curious if he was on his list.
No, it was not on there.
Okay.
So it was just G1 college mascots.
Okay, interesting. What else?
So
do you have the list?
Dude, we're gonna get to it. I'm gonna explain the whole story. I don't know why Notre Dame felt the need to respond to this random, like 1,000 person survey about this.
Yeah.
But the people found that the leprechaun was offensive, and it was found the fourth most offensive when it was clearly college students voting on it. Now,
yeah, and they don't eat Lucky Charms either.
Do you think that the leprechaun is offensive?
No, I don't.
No, I thought that we're allowed to make fun of Italian people and Irish people and Russian people.
Easily.
I thought that like most white people were allowed to make fun of.
Yeah. I mean, if you listen to our other podcast, Circle Alert, we do horrible British accents constantly.
Yeah.
So there's some
British
safe
people are okay. You can do leprechauns, and I think that they're celebrating Irish culture.
Yeah.
Through the leprechaun.
I'm Dutch mostly. I don't get offended by Austin Powers Goldmember, their portrayal of Dutch people.
Exactly.
Not a big deal to me.
Yes. So this went around a lot, and there was a lot of controversy going around because there was some other parts of this survey run by this company called, let me see, Quality Logo Products Quality Logo Products blog.
Okay.
And they had some terms like the sexiest mascot, the unsexiest, the creepiest college mascot, the most offensive mascot, and people were getting upset about these things, and it was getting a lot of news coverage.
Wow. I mean, isn't this just standard BuzzFeed material? I don't understand.
Yeah, well, and I'm getting to it. You're going to love this.
Yeah.
So, of course, I saved the link, right?
Okay.
And I save it for the podcast, and I'm putting the slideshow together, and I checked yesterday. Dude, they took down
they got canceled.
The survey. They took down half of the survey because I think they were worried about the reception they were getting about all of the, offensive stuff.
I really wanted to know who the sexiest mascot was.
Well, Ben.
You got that? You got that?
Hold on. Well, they left some of that stuff up, but
good.
I'll let you know. Ben, let me tell you something, Ben. There's a rule. Once something is up on the internet, it's there forever. So I used a little website called The Wayback Machine that lets you use webarchive.org. And there was a saved instance of the website from a few days ago.
Oh, good.
And I have the survey from a few days ago with everything.
Let's do it, baby.
Can I have a round of applause, please?
I don't have your soundboard, but you should give yourself a round of applause with the sound.
Yeah, I don't have the round of applause.
Just
but
do the
I have a firework. I have a firework.
That's good. That was all right. That was a weak firework.
That sounds
that
good.
one's getting used again.
Yeah, that was good. Let me share the tab real quick.
Okay.
Here we go. Here we go. Share. Stop screen. Hold on, people. We switched podcast hosts because Restream is a bad one. Don't use it.
Yeah, Restream sucks.
Restream sucks.
I'm so glad we got to say that.
Yeah, don't use Restream if you ever decide to host a podcast. And yes,
they have
did
terrible
tell them,
customer service too.
Yeah,
horrible.
And I told this to their face, so I'm not talking behind their back. Don't worry, guys. I told this to their face many times. Okay, here we go.
Okay.
College mascots, the best, worst, and sexiest. Don't worry, audio listeners. I'm going to describe all of this to you.
There you go.
Here we go. So we're going to start with who was voted the best.
Okay. Number 1, Willie the Wildcat.
I'm zooming in. Don't worry, Ben.
At Northwestern University?
I'm zooming in.
Okay.
Oops. I zoomed too far in, Ben. There we go. So I think people from Northwestern really voted a lot because I don't see why Willie the Wildcat is just a normal-looking wildcat. The best, we got Pouncer from University of Memphis, and this is just...
Oh, I feel like the Oregon Duck should be number 1.
I like the duck.
The Oregon Duck is great.
I like the duck. We don't care about the best. This is not... Okay, so
here's the worst.
We like the worst, which I think the worst was removed.
Pistol
I believe.
Pete.
People did not like the worst. So Pistol Pete is up there, which I kind of agree with. He looks a little,
Violent?
Yeah, just a little violent. Second was Purdue.
Pistol Pete was a basketball player too, right? He was an NBA player.
Yeah, but this Pistol Pete's a little violent. The second was Purdue Pete.
Boy, a lot of Pete's in the mascot world.
Purdue Pete is very creepy looking. Is he a miner? I'm not exactly sure what he is. He wears a mining hat.
Well, no, they're the Purdue Boilermakers, right? So is it something related to that? I'm very confused.
I'm not sure. People don't like the cayenne. It looks like a chili pepper. He's a chili pepper.
He kind of looks cool. I don't know. He's not that bad.
People don't like Billy the Warrior. They find him offensive because he's like a Hawaiian warrior. The Nittany Lion is really bad. It is a terrible costume.
That is so bad.
I don't get why people don't like the Stanford tree.
That looks like a shitty Halloween costume.
People don't like the Stanford tree. It's a Christmas tree. It's fucking hilarious. What's wrong with the Stanford tree?
Got a big smile.
Audio listeners, it's a giant tree. There's nothing wrong with it. Okay.
The Demon Deacon.
All right. First of all, fuck Wake Forest University. I went to school in Winston-Salem. Fuck Wake, but the Demon Deacon is a guy in a top hat on a motorcycle. That's hilarious.
Yeah, that's an awesome mascot.
Chanticleer from Coastal Carolina is a giant
I like how
blue
he's like
bird.
He's got his hand up like he's whispering gossip to somebody.
Yeah, what's wrong with a giant blue? You got a bunch of like nerds voting on. No, not nerds.
Yeah,
like
some of these are pretty good. Like I kind of like some of the worst ones better than the best ones.
Yeah, I think
if I'm being honest.
What you had obviously like most of the people voted. There's people from Northwestern.
Yeah,
who are like we got to vote for this lame Wildcat. Okay,
yeah,
let's get to good stuff.
Everybody's voting for their own school.
We gotta get to the good stuff. Oh, the sexiest college mascots.
Oh,
okay,
baby. Let's do it.
Well, number 1 was Willie the Wildcat.
Do we have any sexy music to play while we go over this?
Ben,
do we have anything from the soundboard?
First day with the first day with the soundboard.
Look. These are requests to put in your pocket for the future.
That's okay, you can send me sexy music. Okay.
I do that constantly.
All right, so some of these are pretty sexy. So the first one is Willie the Wildcat, who's not.
What a
sexy,
surprise!
but...
Fixed election.
But the second one is the Army Mule, and he's
flexing in the photo.
He's a flexing jacket.
Ripped.
He looks like a donkey. He's a flexing.
Yeah,
he's a mule.
He's a mule,
but a donkey, and he has nice pecs. And he could woo me.
You could tell he's definitely taken up the machines. At
he's
Planet
definitely
Fitness
sexy. I'm not going to argue
every
with
day.
This. I'm not going to argue this. Mr. Commodore, also sexy. I like a man in uniform. I can't take it. Yep. I can't argue man in uniform. Shasta, the University of Houston, they show her in 2 different outfits. She's cute to boot. And I think she's the first woman we've seen on here.
Yeah.
And she is cute. The bird from the Air Force. She's not. He or she is not taking me to new heights.
No, I don't think it's anything super significant.
Jonathan.
Wow. Okay.
Jonathan the new.
I guess I did need the because I missed the bad.
Not taking me to new heights.
Wow.
Sammy the Spartan. What happened there? What just happened?
Oh, it's getting smaller.
What happened?
I see the Duke Blue Devil. The Duke Blue Devil's sexy, apparently.
Here we go. We're going back. Don't worry.
Get us back to sexy.
Okay.
Sammy the Spartan.
What happened?
Now we're back on the Jokers.
All right. We're back in business, right?
Yeah, here we are. A lot of Spartans. They like a lot of military.
I like Wilbur and Wilma, and they come in a 2-pack.
So
like I definitely see why that would be sexy to some people, and that's why they came in at 8. Not everybody would be interested in entering a relationship with 2 people at the same time.
That's right.
To 20% of people coming in at 8, they would find that very sexy. And he has an interesting hat. And she has a bow.
Yeah, they're like quirky. They're they've got the vibe.
I might not. I would need to talk it through with them to see what situation we would work out. But I could be interested.
Let's lay down some ground rules first.
The Scarlet Knight. I don't know about that.
That's Rutgers.
Yeah, and hearing some statistics about
he looks super broy like every Rutgers.
Yeah. There are a lot of statistics about STDs at Rutgers that I've heard. I wouldn't really want to have sex with the Scarlet Knight. I do not find him sexy. The Blue Devil, fuck Duke, so I don't find him sexy. What mascots do men and women find sexiest? Well, okay, so men found Mr. Commodore the sexiest. Interesting. And women found the Blue Devil the sexiest.
Interesting.
Well, this is very interesting that he came in at 10th.
Is it the Devil. Chin? Is it the horns? What do you think it is?
I don't know.
Maybe it's the big pointy elf ears that he has. Do you think it's the elf ears? I don't know.
Well, I just feel like then mostly men must have voted in this survey if he came in at 10th. Like very few women must have voted.
Yeah. Probably a safe bet. Probably a safe bet. The unsexiest. Oh no. Oski! No!
Oski from the University of Berkeley is an ugly bear.
Oh,
He's an ugly bear. He's not sexy.
He looks cuddly.
Blaze
cuddly.
from University of Alabama at Birmingham is an alligator.
Wow.
He's not. Champ from Louisiana Tech is a ugly bulldog.
No, I think he's cute.
Cocky from University of South Carolina is an ugly rooster. A gamecock.
Wow.
A gamecock.
Wow.
And I think that it's a pretty ugly bear with a crown. Big Blue from Old Dominion University.
He does seem to have a big gap in between his teeth.
See, I think they took this one down too. I can't argue with that. All right, let's get to the good stuff. Oh, the creepiest. Purdue Pete, very creepy.
Super creepy.
Cayenne, the cayenne pepper, I think, from
again.
Louisiana,
I don't
Lafayette.
think Stanford Tree is creepy. Like, why do they hate the Stanford Tree so much? He looks like a Pee Wee Herman character, doesn't he? Like, he looks like he belongs in Pee Wee's Playhouse.
I don't think he's a bad mascot. I think he is a little creepy, but in a good way.
Yeah, well, but that's the spirit of Christmas.
Yeah, but he's definitely a little creepy. Pistol Pete is definitely very creepy. He has a human face. Why?
Yeah.
It's like Purdue Pete. The Demon Deacon's definitely a little creepy. I'll give him that.
The Nittany Lion isn't creepy. He's just lame. It's just really lame.
The Sun Devil, Sparky the Sun Devil, is a devil from the sun. He's creepy.
Yeah,
Tony the Land Shark. Tony the Land Shark is super creepy.
Yeah.
He's a shark that walks on land.
Yeah, I don't find that creepy. I just really don't. I think it's cool.
Hey Reb is super.
Oh, he's creepy as fuck.
Also, he seems very Civil War-ish kind of thing. You know what I'm talking about? Boko the Bobcat is number one, the creepiest thing I've seen on here.
Yeah, he is.
Texas State University.
Really fucking.
He's really creepy. He seems like he'd be in the back of like a stage room, like a stage storage closet in a high school, and you'd open it up and you'd be like, "What the fuck is that?" And you'd poke it, and then he'd come to life and eat you.
Yeah.
All right. We're getting to the main event yet. Here we go. The most offensive college mascots in America.
Finally.
Yeah, the audio listeners are like, all right.
Yeah, the audio listeners hate this portion. I guarantee it.
All right. We have Osceola the Renegade from Florida State University.
Wow, yeah.
I think that's the Seminoles. So
definitely.
This is, a guy dressed up as a Native American on a horse. So that's probably actually the most offensive, but
easily.
Oh, we have the Aztec warrior from San Diego State University. So that's a person dressed up. Why'd they take it down? This is true. This is actually offensive.
What the hell?
We have Billy the warrior from the University of Iowa in Manoa. This is a guy dressed up like the guy from fucking Moana.
Yeah,
like the Rock in Moana, basically, or very right.
Yeah, it's like, you know, if you want to ingrain Hawaiian culture in the school, maybe there's a better way.
I don't know. Clearly, some people think it's offensive. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't
know. Fourth is the leprechaun. The leprechaun. It's like next to all of these, I'm like, yeah, you think the fucking leprechaun is offensive?
No.
Pistol Pete.
How is Pistol Pete offensive?
The West Virginia mountaineer, who's like the pioneer guy.
He's
with
like a
the
Davy
raccoon.
Crockett.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, that's probably a little offensive, probably. Hey Reb.
Hey Reb.
Who has like the big mustache and like, yeah, I bet that is offensive. I don't exactly know how, but it doesn't...
Big mustache guys?
Yeah, the
guys that curl their mustaches.
Dude, you
here.
know that Reb, whatever the fuck. All right,
he does look problematic. You can't explain why, but he just looks that way.
Dude, what do you think fucking Reb is? I bet Reb is. I know Reb is something bad. I don't know what Reb is.
I just get bad vibes, man.
You just know that like whatever Reb is. It's being retired. Why do you think
it's like, you know, he works at like a gun store or something, and he's got like a lot of like old Confederate guns for some reason or something like that. in his collection.
Oh, here we go. This is David J. Morris, who created the petition to remove it, wrote that the mascot has racist roots and points back to Confederate mythology.
Oh, shit. There it is.
I was right. I told you. The rebel is racist and is rooted in a Confederate mythology, which has no place on our campus. By the way, this is from CBS.
Wow.
The mascot, originally named Beauregard, after the Confederate general who fired shots in the Civil War, presents a public image that runs counter to our values and UNLV's mission to become the leading multicultural university in the United States.
And it's Vegas. It's not even like a deep South state. It's University of Nevada, Las Vegas.
Yeah.
Like, so, yeah, you got to go above and beyond.
Yeah, I was thinking Reb, and I was like, that sounds like Rebel, so it's probably... And, dude, he looks mad Confederate. He has, like,
he really does. He's got, like, the Robert E. Lee fucking stash.
And, like, I bet Pistol Pete is...
Yeah, there's got to be some history behind Pistol Pete, because he doesn't look offensive. He just looks creepy. But there's got to be some backstory there.
Yeah, I mean, all these fucking mascots are just based on, like, fucking terrible fucking shit. It's just, and then they're all like, and then they all hold on to it, acting like it's like their fucking cultural bullshit, being like, it's our heritage as a school. It's like, it's funny that at 8, Sparky the Sun Devil came in and actually did research on this. I think it's the theory is that people of faith are offended by the devil part.
Oh, that's hilarious.
There's nothing actually offensive about the Sun Devil. A Sun Devil is like a beam of light or something, or it's like a made up thing. There's nothing offensive about the Sun Devil. Leave the Sun Devil out of this.
Do you think people ever have a problem with the angels? Religious people? Like,
yeah.
Do Satanists do they get offended by the Anaheim Angels or the Los Angeles Angels?
Probably. We have Pistol Pete from there's another Pistol Pete at New Mexico State University.
Boy, Pete's a popular mascot.
Yeah.
A lot of Pete's out there.
And then you have Cavalier at the University of Virginia. And I'm pretty sure
that's
Cavalier...
another Confederate thing?
Probably. I think so. Let's see.
University of Virginia... Maybe.
Well, oh no, Cavalier is a supporter in the in the English Civil War.
Oh, okay.
Well, that's what it's like. Google it. Virginia Cavalier mascot,
and then write problematic,
offensive.
We're gonna figure this out.
The Virginia Cavalier mascot. I can't find anything. I don't know. Oh, I found here Miami Hurricanes' 2 biggest arch rivals named most offensive mascots. I told you this, but they made like so many stupid headlines. So they were. All
the rivals of these teams like really quickly were like, let's put these guys.
Dude,
on
and then
blast.
quality logo products was like, what are we gonna do? We didn't want all this negative attention brought to our quality logos. I'm like, God, there's no such thing as...
Quality Logos Products is a household name. You know, they don't want that tarnished in any way.
Yeah, they're like, we don't want to bring any negative against our quality. Yeah. I'm like, yeah, I just don't want to take this bad press, you know?
Yeah. Do we have any others?
That is everything. Well, I just want to say these were all D1 schools.
Okay.
So they did want to shout out to just some other odd mascots. Wooshock, Wichita State, a stalk of wheat. Sammy the Slug, a banana slug.
For
which
weirdest.
I really like.
These are for weirdest.
These are for weirdest, not offensive. My bad. These are weirdest. Let's start over. Wooshock from Wichita State, a stalk of wheat. Sammy the Slug, a banana slug. Fighting Okra from Delta State. Peggy the Keg from Dartmouth. And from my alma mater, the Fighting Pickle from University of North Carolina School of the Arts.
I see. This was all leading up to this. It was all leading up to Keggy the Keg. Or the Fighting Pickle.
The Fighting Pickle. Yeah. And I would also like to say from
has the Fighting Pickle ever fought the Fighting Okra? That's what I want to
know. No.
Needs to happen.
I would also like to say I went to UC Irvine briefly, and we had Peter the Anteater.
Another Peter.
And
what is going on?
He had 2 slogans: "Zot Zot Zot," and the other cheer, which people didn't use a lot because they were lame, was "Give him the tongue." Was our other cheer?
Give him the tongue.
Give him the tongue.
You know what's funny is my university didn't have a mascot until my senior year, and then they voted on one, and it ended up just being like the Lynx.
That's so fucking lame. Were there better options?
I don't remember. I think they had a voting, but I don't think anybody participated in it. Like, I don't think anybody cared.
Yeah.
Because my school was the University of Colorado at Denver. So everyone had always just assumed we were the Buffs, just like CU Buffs. But then they were like, no, actually, you guys have nothing to do with CU. So you have to make up your own mascot.
In high school, we voted on a yearbook theme, and we had two options that it came down to. And so the theme would be like the class of 2008 blank, you know? And we got it down to two themes, either peace, love, and 08, or the class of 2008, the Phantom Menace. And it got really close, and the peace, love, and 08 won by like 5 votes. And it's because some people didn't vote.
Lame.
We were so close. It would have been so funny.
All right. So to our listeners, we want to just say, get out there and vote.
This is why voting is important. How funny would a yearbook called the
Phantom
Class
Menace
of 2008, the Phantom Menace?
That is pretty great.
By the way, it was a joke.
Also,
it wasn't because we thought it was cool.
For people who graduated in 08, the Phantom Menace was probably a big deal for our generation. It was a huge deal for me. I know that.
But it was irony. It was a joke. Yearbooks are well, I don't know if they're stupid, but like, who cares?
It's okay, Max. Reminisce. You know.
Yeah, I read my high school yearbook every day. I know I know where it is.
You just keep that photo of you, just taped on your desk so you can look at it every day.
I did win 2 superlatives, and that's the proudest moment of my life. Wow. Anyway, should we get back to the slideshow?
Yeah, let's do it. We're on par for a 3-hour show.
I do have a surprise for you, Ben.
What is it? Oh my God!
I put up a picture of the fighting pickle.
This is why we did this whole segment, right? Just so you could do this. I know it is.
For the audio listeners, it's a
Max
giant
is getting a little
pickle.
Nostalgic today.
It's a giant pickle wearing a tutu that's made out of keyboard keys, and it's holding...
Yeah, why is he holding a clapboard?
Well, because it encompasses all the different schools within the School of the Arts.
Okay, so you got theater, film, music. Is that it?
And then there's fine arts. It's supposed to be holding a paintbrush. There's dance, so that's why there's the tutu.
Okay.
And then there's opera somewhere. No. There's opera, but there's music. I don't know. There's like all the different schools, So there you go.
All right.
It's a very scary pickle.
This segment has been called Blast from the Past with Max.
No, this is me not letting those people get away with trying to hide that offensive thing. Okay. Anyway, here we go. This is a fun one. Vikings reportedly bringing in infectious disease expert to improve vaccination rate. Wow. Now, listeners, we were trying not to do too many COVID stories about NFL players being stupid because they're depressing, but this was too juicy not to report on. And by the way, it wasn't because we didn't want to talk about like the elephant in the room, but because they all the stories were the same. It was
it's
just
a comedy show. It's a comedy show.
It was also just like the jokes would be the same too. It would just be like, look at this player.
This player's an idiot. That player's an idiot.
Hey, Ben. Hey, look at this player. They're an idiot.
Yeah.
Hey.
Maybe that should be a segment of just idiots of the week, and we just do a quick slideshow of this person, this person, this person.
Yeah.
But yeah, let me ask you this, Max. Do you think that these players, when this expert comes in, do you think that they're all going to go, wow, now that I finally heard an expert talk about it, I'm going to get that shot. I'm going to get poked.
Well, they're bringing in renowned epidemiologist and infectious disease expert, Dr. Michael Osterholm, to speak to the team. So it already happened.
Because all the experts currently with the FDA they're not good enough. It's not good enough.
Well, Kirk Cousins said that he was going to do his own research, so they thought that maybe this guy would help him.
Help him
maybe
do his homework a little bit,
assist him in the research.
Yeah, sit him down at the table. We'll stay up late, get this research done.
I think that they're going about this in the wrong way. I think they got to go back to basics. I think they need to bring in Sesame Street.
Yes. Oh, Max, that's a wonderful idea.
And they can't
explain it like I'm 5 years old, please.
And they can't and they can't let them know that Sesame Street is coming.
No, you
that
gotta
will make them feel like they're babying in them. They'll be like, we're going to bring in Sesame Street to explain vaccinations. I'm not 5 years old. No, they got to come back from practice, and all of a sudden, Elmo has to pop up and be like, hi, guys. And they got to be like, whoa, Elmo's here?
And Oscar the Grouch is like, I'm not getting my shot. And Elmo's like, well, you should. And he like goes on to
exactly
explain it to them like he's 5. Yeah.
Kermit the Frog here. Like, we got to bring all the Muppets out. I know he's not on Sesame Street, but he could pop up too. It
they're
in the
family. They're in the family.
He
could do a song on his banjo about why getting poked is a good thing.
Exactly.
Yeah, I think that'd be great.
Yeah, you gotta meet them where they are. They clearly don't. They're clearly very stupid. Okay.
Yeah.
These guys are in a
look, and Max, they've been hit in the head a lot. It's understandable, you know.
And you have to separate them. They have mob mentality clearly. Like, you have these teams, like, is it the Eagles? There's one team where they have 100% vaccination rate. And so then you have a team like the Vikings where, like, they won't get vaccinated. And
really low. Yeah.
The coach just spoke up and he said, like, I'm really fucking frustrated. And he actually, it was cool. He said, I'm really fucking frustrated with the country too. He basically alluded to.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, it's a mob mentality thing. Like, it's like the quarterback's not getting vaccinated. The team looks up to the fucking quarterback. It's a mob mentality bullshit.
Well, and it's like when you do something, you want it to be done as a team. You don't want it to be like a few guys or a handful of people, like, because you need to be doing everything as a team, including this.
Yeah, like when the Yankees got J&J, unfortunately, like, they all ended up fucking getting COVID anyway.
Mm-hmm.
But they all went as a team to get J&J. Like, not everybody ended up getting vaccinated, but, like, so much of the team did. They were one of the first teams to hit 85% vaccination rate because they all went as a team to do it.
I know my Rockies were one of the first teams to be 100%. And there were a couple of guys on there that I was pretty sure leaned a little bit to the right. And maybe I was concerned that they weren't going to get it. But they also seemed like very big team players, too. And so I think at the end of the day, if the whole team is getting it, then that was the mentality. As a team, we're all going to get this together and we're going to do it together.
All right. But Ben, how else are we going to get, what other strategies do we have to get the...
We could just tell them it's a flu shot. And then really it's just the vaccine.
Yeah. I was thinking...
Just trick them. Do the old trick.
You could tell them that it's steroids.
Yeah.
And that would be a good way to do it.
Yeah. That would be good. You could just have people surprise poke them and then release a bee and just say they got stung by a bee or something like that.
Yeah, that would be good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Boba Fett accidentally got vaccinated on the field.
By now this has happened. This was on Monday. I just don't think that.
I hope it made an impact, but I'm gonna guess
there's
probably
no
not.
way. They probably like fell asleep, you know?
Like, yeah, look, I mean, if they're not willing to believe the FDA, then why would they be willing to believe another expert that comes in to tell them? If they're not willing to believe their physician or their team doctors, then why would they believe this expert that's coming in? Because they're all experts. All these people are experts, you know? It's a general consensus from the medical community.
Yeah.
I doubt it's going to do anything.
No.
But, you know, what's the NFL going to do in terms of, like, what happens if half the fucking team gets the Delta variant or something and they have to start canceling games because of the Vikings? It's going to fuck up the schedule and all that. You know, what are they going to do then?
I just don't know what's gonna happen. And I'm just reading through some things now to see if there's any updates, and it just really seems like Kirk Cousins is just refusing to get it, which is like really insane, especially if you're the quarterback. It's like really
I don't need a vaccine to protect me from COVID. I have my offensive linemen to protect me from COVID.
And he's the guy who's like, I'm just gonna put up fiberglass in the locker room.
Oh God, you dumbass.
Fiber, yes. Glass in the lock, yes. Okay.
Excuse me, I wear a mask. It's on my helmet.
Yeah. Dude, I'll just wear like extra padding when I'm on the field. Just
The padding
fucking fine.
protect me.
You guys,
I got my offensive lineman. I got my padding. Like, what more do I need?
Oh my God!
If some of the best defensive tackles in the world can't get me, then Delta can't get me.
Oh my God!
Well, it'll be interesting to see what happens with them this year. I think there's going to be some canceled games.
Tons more things to talk about with the
oh no,
with the fucking Vikings and Kirk Cousins.
Winter is coming.
Oh man. Oh, this
what
is
else
something
we got?
I was not expecting to get to talk about because I don't normally I've never thought about these people before in my life. This is from TMZ, which will be
Curry's parents accuse each other of cheating in divorce docs. Wow.
Yeah, baby.
I heard they got divorced. I didn't hear about this.
Yes.
That's kind of sad.
I don't think they're divorced yet. But okay, we're supposed to talk about the drama and fun stuff in sports, and you're going to get into sad? Okay.
That's my initial reaction. It's sad when couples get divorced.
Ben, you said you wanted to be the TMZ of sports.
Matt, what did you expect from me? I texted you this week crying about Parvati Shallow and her husband John Fincher getting a divorce from Survivor. Like, okay, what did you expect me to say?
That you said you wanted to be the guys like drinking like the coffee from TMZ and shit.
I said that? I never said that.
Yes,
Get
you
the
did.
hell out of here.
I think you were kidding, but you said it.
Well, yeah, I'm joking most of the time.
All right, well,
not now.
Should we go to another? Should we go to another slide? Do you want to come back to this later?
Let's hear your bit. Let's hear your bit on this.
You can get yourself.
What's the funny thing you have to say about the divorce?
Oh, I just thought we would go through. I just thought we would go through the gossip and like talk about it.
Okay, well, let's hear your joke about infidelity.
Well, wait. Am I supposed to prepare a bit for everything?
Yeah. Where's your set? You got a set, right?
Yeah.
It's written somewhere.
Damn, they sure shot this one from 3.
All right, let's talk about it for real. Let's talk about it.
Okay.
Is it Steph's fault first? That's what I want to know.
Well,
because usually that's the case. It's always the child's fault.
It's always and his brother, Seth Curry.
Yeah.
So they filed for divorce. And she said that he cheated on her with different women while they were married. But he says that he's saying he's accusing her of acts of illicit sexual misconduct prior to their separation, man.
So they both cheated, sounds like.
That's what they're saying, but we don't know, man.
Wow.
Yeah, she's firing back, admitting that she's in a dating relationship with another man, but saying it didn't start until months after Dell agreed to legally separate. But she also notes that she is not living with the man, but rather alone because Dell refused to allow her to stay in their home. And then she dropped the hammer, saying it was actually Dell who was unfaithful, hooking up with different women while married.
Oh my God.
To make matters worse, Sonia says Dell's infidelity was known to family and close friends, saying it was basically an open secret. Sonia claimed she didn't initially expose the lurid details in one final act of trying to protect Dell and family from possible public exposure and scrutiny. Sonia says once Dell publicly accused her of being unfaithful, she was left with no choice but to fire back in defense of herself.
Wow. How do you think this is going to affect Steph and Seth's performances on the court?
I mean, that's why I really brought it up. I want to know how you think this will affect
I will say it might affect their games, but silver lining, 2 Christmases. 2 Christmases.
Yeah, come on. You're the one who had all the bits ready. I
didn't have any bits ready for this.
I just went through that and I was like, shit, maybe we don't have anything. But, I always considered their marriage to be the 6th man on the court when the Warriors played. I really thought about them a lot.
Yeah, I mean, it's either going to backfire hard on these kids and they're going to play like shit, or they're going to step up their game even harder than before, because now they have to try and win over the love of each of these parents, and they're going to think it's their fault. They're going to think it's their fault, and they've got to do something,
Sorry, I just found this article. Sonia and Del Curry. Why longtime couples divorce? Sorry, this was from Mercury News.
Oh, wow.
They're using them as like a case study on like why all longtime couples divorce. It's like, let's examine them and then let's apply it to all people.
They're the new Chris Pratt and Anna Faris is what they are.
Yeah, like we should use that. Ooh, but we have an update. Del Curry accuses estranged wife Sonia of creeping with an NFL star in new divorce docs. Dude, this keeps getting fucking spicier and
juicy.
Spicier, dude.
Wow.
Was quietly creeping with 1988 NFL draft pick Steven Johnson.
Steven Johnson?
Yeah, infamous 1988 NFL draft pick. Wait,
infamous. He's infamous.
Wait, does that mean that he never made the NFL, but that he was?
Yeah, because he said draft pick.
dude, he's famous. He's an NFL draft pick.
He was a first rounder,
but he never made the team. He was just a draft pick.
But he's huge, dude.
In 1980, I love how it's still important. They were like, okay, we got to call him something. He just like works at Staples, but they're like, okay, he was draft pick in 1988.
Infamous Pee Wee football coach. Do you have anything else to say about divorce?
2 Christmases.
2 Christmases. I think we found the title of our episode.
2 Christmases. Oh man, I hope Steph's okay.
Yeah, not Seth though. You just hope Steph is okay.
Dude, who the fuck cares about Seth? What team is Seth on right now?
I hope his parents do throughout all this. That's what I hope.
No, I think what I'm most worried about is that I hope it doesn't affect Steph's hosting on Holy Moly.
Yeah,
I hope that
I don't want his performance to
I really hope that this doesn't affect his hosting on Holy Moly. That would really, that's my favorite TV show. Mm-hmm. Every episode it just gets better and better.
It's the reason I watch is for him shooting his remote scenes where he's clearly in a studio in front of a green screen.
Is that what happens now?
Oh yeah, dude. None of these basketball players are involved in any of the shows that they produce. Like LeBron James did The Wall. Do you remember The Wall with problematic Chris Hardwick? Yeah, like LeBron
and Tebow.
And Tebow had that show too. And I don't know what happened to that show, but The Wall is still going. And LeBron, it's just like an opening video package where he's like, "This is The Wall, where we give real people a chance to win." Up to $1 million.
And then the Wall is different than Tebow. Okay.
No, yeah, the Wall is different. The Wall is the one with Chris Hardwick, where it's like Plinko, where the ball comes down.
Steph Curry actually was there from Holy Moly in the episode that I saw.
Is he?
Steph Curry.
Okay.
Steph Curry puts in the work for Holy Moly. Okay. In the
I know the host Rob Riggle and the other guy I forget. They're definitely not there at all.
Yeah, I don't know if Steph Curry is still there, but I believe he was there.
Interesting.
Maybe he's not there. I could be. I hope that Holy Moly is okay. That's what I'm most worried
let's save
about.
it for our Holy Moly episode because we'll do a whole episode on it.
Oh no! What's going on?
Spoiler!
Okay,
spoiler.
Here we go. Next.
No spoilers.
Okay. Ooh.
Oh boy.
ESPN King Stephen A. Smith had Max Kellerman taken off First Take.
Max, what's your first take on this?
I just included this to let you know that your job is never safe, Ben, and I could take you out at any time.
Oh my god. Yeah, I mean,
I am not the
you
Max
can very easily
in this situation.
You can very easily in Photoshop crop me out of that logo that we have It's
You're never safe.
There's enough space in between us to where
you're never safe.
Erase over me.
I have the soundboard. I make the slideshow.
Yep, that's true.
And
I'll take you off Circle Alert. You take me off this.
Oh my god, what a breakup.
2 Christmases.
Oh my god.
So what's the story here with Stephen A. Smith? He's
Stephen A. Smith. I mean,
he's mad that
he wanted a new. He claims that it's all. The sources are saying, I believe, that it's all business and not personal. But I don't think anything is ever all business and not personal.
No.
We are human beings. I think that he was just tired of Max Kellerman and he wanted somebody to be more challenging to him on First Take, because that's the show where they like argue about shit, and Stephen A. Smith does this whole inflammatory thing, and then Max Kellerman is like, "What? I'm the more reasonable person."
So but he's going to replace him with Bill O'Reilly, then, right? Is that what?
Yeah, it is? That's what America needs right now. Yeah. America's missed Bill O'Reilly.
I need someone to argue with. Who's the most argumentative person I can think of?
Yeah, all this shit. I keep saying stuff. It's like Max Kellerman will now do more work on ESPN Radio, and I'm like,
oh yeah, I read that too.
They're demoting him to radio. That is savage, man.
I mean, radio these days is like even below podcasting.
Yeah, I'm like,
that's worse than what we do.
Radio, dude. It's like we don't even want to look at you, man. Like, dude, like that's fucked up.
Like, he's just the guy you're going to be hearing in rush hour when you're stuck in traffic.
I mean, they're saying he will also receive a daily TV show, which will likely be at 2 p.m. Oh,
wow.
2 p.m. That's not even in the morning.
What he gets for not being argumentative enough.
Let's see, Kellerman will have the chance to show he can be a number one on national sports variety show. He will also continue his once-a-week boxing program on ESPN2. I don't know.
Didn't know that existed.
Yeah. So who do you think should replace this? Who should go toe-to-toe with Stephen A. Smith on
I already said Bill O'Reilly. Let's do it. Tucker Carlson, maybe.
I think it should be Michelle Obama.
Yeah, she would really give it to him. She really would.
I think Stephen A. has had some missteps recently. He said some things that are wrong, and I think she would encourage him to be best.
That's important, to be best. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
She's trying to get into media. She would remind kids to eat healthy. And I think
that's
she'd
right.
Be a good choice. But we should get some other options too. So
maybe Sesame Street. We'll bring them back again.
Yeah.
Let's get Big Bird. Let's get Big Bird.
Who else? We got options. There's
Kermit,
other people looking for jobs.
Elmo.
Yeah, Bill O'Reilly would be really good. We got to bring some people back. I mean, there's just people who've lost their jobs, and yeah. I think milk crates.
You know what?
Looking for there's a lot of milk crates out of jobs.
How about this? Us? Why not us?
Yeah, why can't we come?
We're really smart. Pretty Little Max and Pretty Little Ben can do it.
We're really attractive.
We can argue with Stephen A.
Yeah, I'll yell at Stephen A. all day. I'll get
whatever he
up.
needs me to do.
I'll do anything.
If he wants me to scream at him and point at him, then I'll do that.
I'll do anything for money. Anything.
That's wow. That's a step further for sure.
Yeah, I'll do anything for money. I'll do fucking anything, man.
What else we got?
Oh, Kevin Durant on joining the Warriors. You ever see that movie? Warriors.
No, I haven't seen the Warriors actually.
What?
I know. It's such a cult classic, and I haven't seen it.
Warriors, come out and play.
That's the one where they like go to Coney Island, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you dig it? You ever hear people say that?
No.
All right. Kevin Durant on joining the Warriors. I would do that 1,000,000 times.
What? You dig it?
No. I would do that shit 1,000,000 times, Kevin Durant said, which is very, and he like talks about like not having.
Pop it up. I can't see it.
Oh.
There we go.
My bad. I was making
okay. That's why you're saying I would do that shit a million times. I was like, what are you talking about?
Sorry, it's like open on my. All right, anyway, Kevin Durant on joining Warriors. I would do that shit a million times. A million times, he says. And he was also saying recently that like he never regretted it. But he also had an interview at one point where like he was being interviewed with his agent. And he definitely had a phone call with his agent where he was like, "Why did you let me do this? You ruined my fucking life." Like, dude, KD is messy as fuck. I bet at the same point that he said I would do that shit a million times, he had a burner account and was like arguing with somebody about the same fucking thing on Twitter. You know, KD, he's a very complicated person, and that's why we love him on Pretty Little Sports Show.
Can you give me a little bit of background? Because I'm not like super familiar with the Warriors drama of him going from OKC to the Warriors. Like, what's the background on that?
Okay, so he told Russell Wilson, I believe, that he was going to stay with OKC.
Okay.
Or didn't tell him he was going to go to the Warriors. And then he went to the Warriors, and people, including Stephen A. Smith at the time he went to the Warriors, said that it was like the weakest move in history.
Interesting. Well, and then they won several championships, though.
Yes, but they had already won a championship and were highly favored to win without him. So people were like, why are you going to a super team when you already a contender with OKC?
Oh, okay.
And so people were like, people have hated him ever since that moment.
Interesting.
And so when that happened and people were hating him is when he made that phone call to his agent. But he hardly ever brings up that story and always says shit like, yeah, I never regretted it.
Yeah. Now, do you have a problem with that? I feel like do whatever you want to do. Yeah.
Get that money, and also the
get
thing
the
is,
money, get the ring.
A ring. It's about getting rings.
If he felt like that would be a slam dunk, no pun intended,
you get a ring no matter
then
what.
You do it.
You get a ring. Your whole life is about winning a ring.
It's like LeBron with feeling like he had to stay in Cleveland or anything like that. It's like you don't have to stay in Cleveland because it's your hometown.
Dude,
we've already had this discussion. With Aaron Rodgers.
It's why Mike Trout bothers me. It's like, dude, like fucking
go get that ring.
He's like, dude, I'm so bothered with my injury. I just want to get back out there and play. I was like, yeah, all right, man, like whatever. Fucking, you just want to get out there and fucking not win a bunch of times. Like, go fuck yourself, man.
Watch our birthday video to Mike Trout, by the way, on our YouTube channel.
All right. Anyway, so yeah, and then he talked about like he had a big fight with Draymond Green, and KD had a bunch of shit. Like he didn't like the way that the Warriors ran things, and he didn't like the way they handled his injury, and he didn't like the way that a lot of shit there was run, and that's why he left, to go join the Nets. Yeah. But he still is saying like, yeah, I mean, I still would have joined you guys. I won rings.
Good for him.
So he's just like saying shit, but I'm just still saying shit. Like I bet he still has a burner on Twitter, and he's being like, "Yo, fuck the Warriors, like fucking that shit, like fuck you guys." He's still arguing with Michael Rappaport on his phone and shit. He's still
really?
Messy. No, I was just saying he probably is. He's a messy queen. Come on, KD.
Oh yeah,
he's our messy guy. He's messy. Yep. He is Twitter burner accounts. He's fucking crazy.
I love it. I absolutely love it.
KD does what he got to do.
Yeah, I mean, we've had this discussion already.
People hating on KD.
I feel ridiculous. Like that's ridiculous. Yep. Let the man do what he wants to do.
Softest move in history. They're so soft. Oh my god, I can't believe he wanted to win a basketball game. So soft.
I don't blame Nolan Arenado for wanting to leave the Rockies. Like it's clear that that's a sinking ship. Having said that, I think the Cardinals wasn't the best choice.
No, it wasn't. It was stupid. But you can't blame him for leaving.
He's trying to get out of an organization that doesn't give a shit about winning a World Series.
Yeah, man, it's fucking crazy, dude. Like, get over it. Not you, just like people in general.
Oh, I'll never get over Arenado leaving ever.
No, I wasn't talking to you. I was talking about haters. You're not a hater. I wasn't talking to you. And we're gonna end on this fun story, Ben.
I love this.
Go off about
steals second, like literally takes it. So Colton Wong of the Milwaukee Brewers stole on Yadi Molina, and nobody steals on Yadi. Like Yadi is the king at getting people out. Like he's hands down the best catcher when it comes to getting people out who are trying to steal second. And Colton was like so ecstatic about it. He literally was like jumping for joy at second when he did it, and even Yachty was like smiling and laughing about it at the plate.
And they were former teammates for 8 years.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, over on the Cardinals. Yep. And so that was clearly a big deal for Colton Wong to be able to do that. And he literally took the base out and got Yachty to sign it too, which is awesome.
And we have that.
Do you have the photo of that?
Come on, Pen.
Let's see it. Okay, there we go. It says, "Oh, Colton, my little Hawaiian bro, love, compete, and watch you play. Colton 1, Yachty 0. God bless, bro. By the way, you're out. Yachty Molina." That's nice.
So sweet.
That's
what a
really
nice, heartwarming story.
What a good sport.
Who's having the best week in baseball?
It's easily Colton Wong. Easily.
Yeah.
And maybe, you know what? Maybe
and Yachty Molina. It's heartwarming.
Yachty's having a good week too, because he just announced his retirement next year, and he got a cool $10 million to play one more year in St. Louis before he's done.
I heard he's retiring because he's going to go play for the Denver Broncos. Because his
girlfriend is in Boulder, actually. Yeah.
Yeah. That's why he's doing it.
No, you think people from Colorado know very many baseball players? There's no way they wouldn't give a shit about who's dating who unless it's a Bronco. It's a Bronco town all the way.
The state is a Bronco town?
Yeah, the entire state also
is a Bronco town.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's disgusting. It's crazy. I've always said you can tell on any Sunday, you can tell if the Broncos won or lost just by how people treat you. Like if people are like smiling and treating you nice and being polite, that means the Broncos probably won that day. And if they're being a dick, that means that the Broncos probably lost.
Wow.
That's how serious it is out here.
I don't like that.
You don't?
No, I think that's weird.
What about Yankee culture, man? That's how it is out there too. Everybody loves.
I don't think it's
everybody loves
that.
the Yanks.
I don't think people. No, people are just always rude here.
That's great. That's great.
I like that. It's consistent, man.
Yeah, it is consistent. Yeah,
I like consistency in my life.
I love that. Oh man.
When I lived in the South, people were just like always nice, but I was just always like,
yeah, there was always a politeness there.
Yeah, but I was always like,
Yeah, are you really a dick?
It's like, But how do you really? How do you
thought
really...
everything was passive aggressive?
What is it? How are they really feeling? How do you really feel? Okay, you know what? Fucking Trader Joe's, how like the people are like way too nice.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Like you know, like, and people are going to be like, "Oh, Max hates polite people." If anyone's still listening to the podcast this far in, look, sometimes the people at Trader Joe's, when you're like bagging your stuff, talk way too much, and you can't leave. In the South, they like don't let you leave, and they talk for way too fucking long. And like one time, like this woman would just like not let me leave, and like the receipt wouldn't print, and I would be like, "It's fine, I don't need a receipt, I just need to go." And she was like, "No, it's okay, like we have to leave." And I was like, "I just gonna have my card back, I don't need the receipt." She's like, "No, just like let me, it's fine, it's okay, we'll make this work, it's gonna be fine." And I was like, "No, like I just need to leave." So I get my card back. Dude, she like fucking followed me to my car later and like wouldn't like let me go. It was like, "Give me the fucking receipt." I was like, "Just leave me the fuck alone." Like, and they just like would talk your ear off. It's like, I know you're just being friendly, but it's like the Southern friendliness on top of the Trader Joe's like required friendliness. Yeah. Insane stuff, man. And too friendly.
You're like, "Hey, friendly. I'm walking here. I'm from New York. Get the fuck out of my way."
I know it's like bad for me because like I'm like really like when I talk, like I can't help but be polite. So like I engage them and talk back, and then like they think that
means you want to keep going. Yeah.
Yes. Mm-hmm. I'm.
And there's no polite. Well, it's very difficult to politely exit out of a conversation when someone is continuing on.
Because they're like, hey, how are you doing today? And I'm like, oh, I'm doing great. How are you? And then I'm like, oh no, I've done it again. I should just say, oh, I'm doing great. But I'm always like, oh, I'm fine. How are you? And they're like, and then they like go into their whole spiel, and I'm like, oh no, I've done it. And I'm just smiling, listening, and they're, oh man, dude.
Yeah.
Like I'm being so negative about this thing, but I'm very polite talking to them. I'm very
What's
polite.
The best way? What's the best way to end a conversation? I think the best way is to say, "This has been the Pretty Little Sports Show. I'm Ben. This is Max, and here's our song. The end."
Wow. Wait, hold on, Ben.
Max, you blew it.
No, but we have something important.
What?
This is actually important.
Oh God, what is it? More breaking news. We have the perfect outro.
I have something in my ears. That was really good, Ben. But we have another podcast coming out.
Oh God.
You don't want to talk about our other podcast?
Let's talk about Circle Alert.
Aren't you glad I brought this up? We literally have another podcast coming out today.
Literally today, actually. But by the time this comes out, we will have already done Circle Alert live. But look, The Circle is a Netflix reality competition show. It's like Survivor, it's like Big Brother, but it's all with social media. It's a really fun show. We do recaps of it. If you've seen like Rob Has a Podcast or anything like that, it's kind of like that. And the cast reveal is today, and we're going to talk about it. So check out Circle Alert on Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, and we're going to have a new episode ready for you guys today.
Yeah. So check that out. It's coming out. Okay, Ben, do you want to do the same exact thing that you just did?
No, I don't. Did you have anything else you wanted to plug as long as we're plugging away?
No.
We already plugged all of our
I just
social
wanted
stuff
to plug the podcast that we're about to do. I know. I'm sorry. I thought that was an amazing
you were on it. You were on it. But
yeah, I was like, no, we have to.
It's like have you ever seen a bad improv show where they clearly have like the perfect tag and the guy in the back who's doing the light boards, he doesn't dim the lights, and then they have to keep going an extra 5 or 10 minutes.
I've never seen a bad improv show.
Really?
No, I've only seen good improv shows, dude.
Those exist?
Yeah, dude, I don't know. Improv's amazing, dude. It's great.
All right. Let's wrap it up. I don't want to be rude, but let's wrap it up.
All right.
Forget ESPN. Come chill with Max and Ben. Don't be a barstool bro. There's a much better place to go. It's a Pretty Sports Show.